See what these cheap-ass Eagles about to do tonight.
To this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. On the Dallas sideline, it is their head coach. This team has really rounded into form 7-2 in their last 9. On the other side, it is the head coach of the Eagles. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here.
I think we already lost to them this year, so we got to win this game.
With you, that's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So
44 touchdowns, 12
interceptions. Over for
interceptions.
the first time, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches,
Give me
Oh,
that.
the first play.
Man, let's go.
Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And the Cowboys are going to
Let's
get
go,
possession here
baby.
as they force the opening drive
I like the way
turnover.
to start.
So you work all week on your opening script, Mike, and what happens? Well, that opening script is going to have to wait until your second possession. The defense comes out with a big stop early. They get the interception, and now it's the opposing team going out looking to take this early lead.
Yeah, we got a new quarterback. Cause
So
they
that Cowboy offense takes the field.
ending
ready
my
to go to work
damn
for the
dude's
first time.
season.
They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, we're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going right. It's taken in. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Now, faking the give. Moving left. He's got it.
Oh,
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Eagles.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face. Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively,
game, got to pick up the first play.
We have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Really forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Eagles offense and receiver Jalen Waddle getting ready to go back to work. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. On 1st down, Herbert. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
A 6-yard pickup.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake. Herbert. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here first and 10. That's complete. It's Jalen Waddle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. Out quickly to Golden on the RPO. And he's in! Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That touchdown, number 11 on the year.
Let them keep turning the ball, man.
The extra point is good. And the Eagles move out to a 7-3 lead.
Cowboys 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll run the toss with Walker. Race to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Already. That's another Cowboys first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 7-yard line.
On the handoff, Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Third and 2. Here we go.
Brings up third down.
He'll look to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Cowboys. Harrison Butker now for the extra point.
They didn't respond
He
off
gets
it.
it to go. Cowboys are on top. It's now
They didn't respond
2-7.
off it.
Eagles 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for pick up the 3. Junior Colson there to make the stop. From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Here's Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up, stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
brings up
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Sending it deep for Waddle.
Nope.
And that is incomplete.
Talking about defense.
Intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Oh.
This is taken at his own 30. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end.
Oh.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. And the Cowboy first down.
Throwing now from the gun. This one broken up. It's incomplete.
Damn.
Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Corey Bojorquez to kick it away.
That's back
And no
spin,
return
bro.
forthcoming. It's a touchback as we come out to the 20-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A gain of 19 yards.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play.
Capitalize, man.
10-7 is the score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Like slant into the hands of Golden. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Handoff here, up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. They'll line it up to kick the extra point.
Why you got to score every time, bro?
The kick is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. Kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return, and it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, and this
I
one's
shouldn't
lined up
score that.
incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh,
This
come
one
on,
is
dude.
too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders,
You gonna make it
you're
move
continuing to force this
because
quarterback
you know
to
he
not only
had
make
to.
some difficult
That shit
throws,
whack.
but to put the ball in harm's way.
That shit whack.
You have to give him credit, Mike.
Not
I mean,
making
that shows
moves
a
as you
lot of
ask
faith
for.
in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Yes.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
36-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Get this over the middle to Golden. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
And he is going to have the Eagles 1st down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, I seen that shit, bro. My dude is not fast on
And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
A handoff as they try to
Oh.
run it here. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. Here comes 3rd and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Got his man at the 6. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. He'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout.
Brings up 2nd
And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Now Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. To the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. No problem there on the extra point. And the Eagles are up to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Rolling to the left. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
And what a nice job there, getting his feet down on the sideline to secure his first catch of the game. They need to continue to find ways to get him involved, however the opportunity presents.
Second down, they need 3.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Now, faking the give. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete.
Easy.
Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. So the Eagles will use their first time out here as they'll discuss what's to come. This fourth down is looming. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. And it works out as they convert on fourth down. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second. Clock stopped with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
18 Cardinal. 18, 5 here. Ready.
Back to throw. Out to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
And it's third down.
60 Bison.
Third and long.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. It's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
Make the thing wiggle again.
Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick
Crazy,
is good.
bro. You're going to make that one
So,
perfect.
halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. On the run to the right, just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. On the ground, it's Blue. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
19, Tiger, 19, 79 Broncos.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And that is
wide open.
Bit of a letdown there. I mean, after that incompletion now, Mike, they find themselves giving the ball back. They're only down 8, so every single time they possess the ball, it's an opportunity to maybe get this thing back to all tied up. But every time they don't take advantage of a possession, it's another opportunity lost. And
That's like a cheat, bro.
they get the ball back, they've got to go chase some points.
Cheat, it is what it is. Every time you play this team, it should do it. I'm gonna just play them, man, and then try.
Now a run on 1st down. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. That is caught left side by Waddle.
You just
And
had
the
a lot
Eagles
of
are
time.
taking a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 7.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
One of the tight ends motions right. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard
Now here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Herbert. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Travis Jones getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be intercepted.
Fucking goal, bro.
Picked off by Jacob Harris. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback. They'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And in these tight games, especially in the 2nd half, Mike, these are the big moments that somebody needs to step up and make a play, and that's exactly what he's able to do here. Great read, great reaction, steps in front of that ball and ends up going the other way.
And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. And even though it's just the 3rd quarter, we'll try to draw even right here and go for 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a man. Take it in for 2. And we are all tied here in the 3rd quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
It's a pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
In motion goes Likely. Herbert. Short, complete to Likely. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Hey.
Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert has completed to Douglas. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Herbert to the air again.
And
that is incomplete contact, but no flag.
that fucking ball.
It's going to be 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Our first down throw there is incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember, but here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the third quarter.
We'll try and run it with Walker. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. And 8 yards.
He'll look to throw.
First down, Dallas.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Forced out wide. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Shit.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a
Give me that. Let's go.
And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Look at the 3 tight ends here.
3 turnovers. We ain't got no turnovers, David.
Now we'll give to Walker.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they finally take him down, but not before he gets to the Eagles' 6-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And this one blown up. Good serve. He'll drop him. A loss on the play back to the 9-yard line. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
That is caught. What a
I hit.
on the scramble.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Dallas. scores his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
Let's go.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Cowboys go up by 7. 28-21.
Defense played great. A-Loud shit in his ass.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Travel start on the ground. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
Good start, baby.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26.
Douglas in motion. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's a good play. Can't knock it. The rookie.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Herbert. And
he's scared out there.
Quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. 3rd down. That ball incomplete.
Give us that shit back,
I just
bro.
don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Yo, 1,000. That's 2 running backs over 1,000, baby.
Walker ready to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now, faking the give. Oh, they
I
got the
hate that
turnover
shit.
they needed.
They make the ball go enough for what they're playing.
And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT.
They can't score on my
Game or
defense
even
anyway.
take the lead.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Blown back
They can't score on my defense anyway.
carry here. And not much there.
We ain't worrying
He's
about
back to
them.
the original line. No gain on that
Gain
one.
on the play.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert. Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Herbert.
Wide the fucker.
Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 39 yards. Sure, they're thinking about the decision after the touchdown since they're down 7. But first, they've got to get the TD. And he'll take it on in.
That was my spot. Came up.
Eagle.
He went out.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
Play your position. Never gonna meet.
Is good, but they're all
Coulda took over this game, bro, even with a field goal.
With the kicker too late.
It went straight
All
down the
even.
field.
4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? The Cowboys offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, here's Levis. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 29.
That is catch number 60 for the season. Set to go now on first and 10. They run with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Try again. It's second and 10.
At the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Once again, it's Walker. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
13 yards on the play. That's another Cowboys first down.
On first down, here's Blue. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10. At the 11-yard line.
From the pistol, here's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Gets it away from him, and it's caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this one, right down the middle.
Leave. Jesus.
It's good. And they
All right,
take
y'all.
the
Excuse me. We
lead
gotta
here
stop.
in the fourth quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. From the 6, here comes the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
Need some pressure on this move.
Lion.
Herbert to throw. That one taken in by Douglas. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Throwing now is Herbert. To the tight end, Likely. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. A tight end in motion now. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That is caught left side by Waddle. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, it is second down and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now. And partially, it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
They'll drop to throw. That's to Waddle again. They'll come up now for second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A dive.
What's that shit?
Incredible.
Wait, what the fuck?
4 catches on this drive alone. Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They ain't calling time much, y'all. They trying to win this shit.
And he'll get forward for
There they go.
It's second down.
That's close to the
So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They face second down and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll run, and this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead.
I hate playing this fucking team, dog.
The PAT.
Oh, we got all 3 of our time.
And the Eagles have taken a 4-point advantage. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30.
We got good time on 27 seconds.
The 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. They go with Walker. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. Now they open downfield on the crossing route. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here. Timeout coming with 10 seconds remaining in the game.
And the Cowboy first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis.
Oh my God!
And we're likely down
Hey,
to a final
Robin.
snap. They'll try again here. It's 2nd
Hey,
and 10.
Robin.
From the gun, it's Levis. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that is
Man, they be,
complete.
man, I hate this
They
fucking
took the
shit.
end zone shot of the final play.
They
It's
let
a
them literally
heartbreaking
run
finish,
all the clock down,
and this
dinking and
one will
donking.
come to an end.
That's on me for not paying
So it's a
attention to the
win here
clock.
for the Eagles.
Whatever, bro. That's the shit I be talking about. I'm done for the night. I want to see if any basketball games on. I ain't finna listen. That shit be stupid. That shit be stupid, bro.